bonus mail call. I just tried recording this bonus mail call and I did it for about 2 minutes. I think my thumb hit the mouse button the wrong way and it stopped and deleted. I don't know. In any event, I still have some from my last video I posted. Uh, it was just running a little long, so I figured I'd break it up um, into two videos. So we're going to be looking at those freshly arrived and not yet opened. Also, I'm going to give you a couple of tips on the RTS, otherwise known as Return to Sender, or otherwise known as the Yellow Sticker of Doom. Or, I mean, I think maybe some guys say the Yellow Sticker of Death. And frankly, death is something that we're going to be talking about in a later video. It has direct implications on the TTM community, especially when you are chasing the signatures of old timers. In any event, that's not for today. Uh, right now, I want to make one correction from my last video. I referred to these as 1958 tops. They are 57s, just so you think I'm not stupid or very stupid. There's degrees of stupidity, and I'm sure I checked some of those boxes. All right, so let's get it back to mail call from Orlando. Last video, we got some mail from Manny Trio from Orlando. Did I send him multiples? I don't know. I did not. I sent this to Jack Youngblood. We noted on here, God bless Jack, Hall of Fame. And here he is, hitting the quad. No, the triple. I don't know if Lawrence McCutcheon is still around. But along with Harold Jackson and Bill Simpson, I got him to sign his Rams team card. I did put include a fee in this. I don't remember what it was. He has a stated fee of $15 a card. I think that he will sign for much less if you just send him a $5 bill. My guess is he probably will just take that money and sign and send. Some guys will do that. Some guys will not. Adrian Dantley will not send you back an autographed card if you do not meet his $10 threshold. I sent 8 once because that used to be what he charged, and he sent back $8 as card and said that's not my fee. Fair enough. From Orlando, this is a good one. From the 65 tops rookie, John Sevcik. I love 65 tops baseball. Love it, love it, love it. Such a stylish card with lots of movement, lots of bright colors. The backgrounds are great. I will talk more about this set in a later video. You're sensing a trend. Yes, there will be a lot of later videos, unless I get bored of this and stop doing it altogether, in which case you'll be waiting for some time. In any event, you could also get Joe Nosek to sign. He's a very generous signer, so um, that will be what this card goes next. Dick Reese, I think signs. I think he's still around, but I'm not sure. I'll have to do some research on that. But it'd be great if I could hit the triple on that. Those are just the best cards to get. When you can get multiple guys to sign their card. Coming from, oh goodness me, from San Francisco, finally, for me, the ever elusive Mike Marshall. I've been chasing this guy for 3 years. And for some reason, I could just never get he wouldn't never send me. He signed for everybody else. I just kept missing him, or I kept getting the address wrong, or I don't know. I don't think he's not a non-signer. I saw that he had some returns yesterday. I guess maybe this was the batch uh, where he signed a bunch and dumped them in the mail recently because some of the people on Sports Card Forum have reported getting my Marshall cards back. But I've always been chasing this guy. But that's very cool that hit me down to get the 83, the rookie. And we've got, I did not know, at least not in my frontal lobe, that he played for the Red Sox, but he did. That's, kind of signed over his hat, which makes it a little dark, but that's not too bad. I'm kind of agnostic about these Bowman big boys back in the olden day. This is a great signature, except that on the bottom, as you can see, there is a pre-signed signature. Yes, broken record. I will do another video about the types of cards you want to send and how to. You probably want to try to avoid cards that have pre-signed as part of the card. Just muddies it up. There's multiple multiple autographs, or at least stylistically, on the cover of the card, the face of the card. Just kind of muddies things up. The last one was a Diamond King. I collect signed Diamond Kings as just kind of a have a little special page in my album for signed Diamond Kings. Pretty neat. Next, from Oakland, this is a good one. From legend, Hall of Famer, Orlando Cepeda. He has now um, sending letters back. Um, oh, okay. About how to do this, where to send it. Price list. $20 baseball cards. I may have paid that. I don't remember because it's going to be a part of this one. The reprint of the 72 most valuable player card. I've already got Andre Dawson on there. Got Orlando now on there. I'm sure I'll get Garvey, Sandberg, Parker, Foster. These are just really cool to have. Get the MVPs of your choice. There's a lot of guys out there. Obviously, I'm going to try to keep this National League and do a different one for American League, but a lot of really good MVPs still around. The newer guys haven't come around to, or the younger guys, I should say, uh, some of the recent MVPs haven't come around to sign them games yet, but they will get there as they get older. From Raleigh, you should expect, I guess, a basketball card from Raleigh, Durham. This is Blue Edwards, who signs his name in blue and everything I've ever got from him, and you can barely read it, which that means you know it's authentic because he just scribbles. I think I see the makings of a B. Um, Maybe that's an E at the bottom. I mean, I don't know. Blue signs. He's a very generous signer. Uh, I've always gotten stuff back from him. Sometimes it takes a little while. I think he's one of the guys that signs stacks at a time and then sends them all in at once. But definitely, if you can find a Blue Edwards card that's kind of light in the background, like that one was, not a lot of movement. His signature would be really pop on there. But as it scribbles like that, if you've got him like in a dunking, a dark card with him like him dunking or something, it's just going to be you barely even know it's there. So, well, and here, speak of the devil. Speak of the devil from the Capital District, Adrian Dantley. Apparently, he did in fact send it back to me when I resent $10 instead of eight. And when you do that, you get a nice little Adrian Dantley. He signed on the basketball, which is pretty sweet. At the very bottom there, you can see Hall of Fame. This is a Panini Prism. These are hit or miss in regards to retaining the signature. It depends on what kind of pen you've got. Adrian used a really good pen. Some of those bubble pens are, um, I don't know, I don't even know what they're called. Non-Sharpie kind of pens can smear. They can rub off when you've got any kind of like sheen or chrome or other kind of surface. Some of those mid to late 90s ink used by Upper Deck and that sort of thing, they just really rub off easy and don't hold it very well. But that's a good one. Good job, Adrian. Glad that I met your price. That's a good one to have. Pittsburgh, another one from Pittsburgh today. And this is an exceptionally good one. Exceptionally good one. Oh, wow. All right. Roy Face, Elroy Face, Pittsburgh legend. Um, Also, he signed my uh, team card. This is one of those cards in my other video I talked about being as part of I guess, kind of a house fire because it's kind of wet or kind of, it's got water issues. And you look over the back, you can kind of see some black stainage. I don't, that I don't care. It's pretty cool to me. It's otherwise it'd be a great thing if I can get some good signatures on this, like green background with the blue lettering, lots of clear places to sign. That'll make a really cool Pirates card. Get maybe Mazeroski on there, Vern Law, some of those other guys that are still around. But talk about sweet. Look at that one. Is that a 53? I think. I don't know. That's really cool. It's not in the best shape in the world. Well, it's not too bad. Got some wrinkles there, but I mean, come on, man. It's like a early 50s. Um, can't beat that. Cannot beat that. You can get Elroy Face for $0 and 0 cents. I don't think that I send a tip or not a donation, a tip or a fee or a contribution to charity. He's just one of those guys that's just really great. So take advantage of him. No, take advantage of the situation and get him to sign your awesome cards before he gets too old or unfortunately passes. Never, ever, ever take advantage of an elderly former player. Just bombard them, firebomb them with cards. That's not fair to them. It's not fair to the rest of us that collect these cards because they'll just say, what, screw it, and not doing any of them anymore. So always be very cognizant, especially these old timers, about how many you send, how often you send. Um, just know you're dealing with people who are on the tail ends of their lives, not just their careers, enjoying retirement. And last thing they want to do is deal with a bunch of super greedy, overzealous autograph seekers who basically just want to flip their cards. I'm never going to sell those cards. Those are too cool, way too cool. Um, and then last from Reno, Nevada, Mike Krukow, an 84 Donruss killer set. Uh, holds the signature really well. Kind of dark. Some of them are kind of dark. But just really like the movement with the yellow on there and the blue. Some of the backgrounds are iffy, but it's a as you know, being collectors, the 84 Donruss a little bit rarer. For whatever reason back then, Donruss just didn't get the distribution very well. Didn't print enough of these, but um, you can buy these on a COMC. The 84 Donruss is probably about 50 cents a card, between 50 cents a card and $1 a card. I've been kind of slowly, passively collecting the set there. And that's a good one. Actually, I know that I sent that not to Reno, Nevada, but I sent it to the care of the San Francisco Giants because Mike Krukow was one of the broadcasters. They must have kept all the mail for him and gave it to him at the end of the year when he went home for the off season, and he spent his time sending them out. So anyway, that's all the mail call we have. I told you I was going to give you some tips about the RTS. Um, if you get one of these, it is not do not take it personally. Happens you get more of these than you want. If you venture at all outside the confines of getting just the regular solid guys like Ballard or Ron Guidry or Darrell Evans or Bill Allman, the guys that you just know are always going to come back. I was reaching here for Kevin Willis, basketball player, former basketball player for the Hawks. Here's one I got recently that was interesting. It's for Bob Boone. Bob Boone's a good signer. He's a really good signer, which makes me believe I either got the address wrong uh, or I don't know. Someone couldn't read it right. It fell behind I don't know, machine. They decided to send it back home. When you get something like that from someone who's a really good signer, go back to their page and see if there's other or wherever you got the signature from, and you see for other folks from around the time that you got your RTS if they've received theirs. If other people are receiving stuff that's from the same address that you sent it to, and you just got this, chances are it just never made it. It never made it to his mailbox. They just send it back to you. I would repackage it in a new envelope with a new stamp, keep everything, keep the guts the same, keep the letter the same, and just send it again. Um, that's happened more than once to me, and it's come back. Like I just obviously it was user error or post office error. No, again, no one's fault, but sometimes that happens. And here are the other ones. Let's see. I got a Bill Smith. I don't remember what sport he is, frankly. No longer at this address. Return to sender. All right. Well, you can go see if there's another address for Bill Smith. There may not be. In which case, you can open this up like I do. Take the enclosed stamped envelope and reuse it and recycle it for another envelope. So, and the last one. This is Larry Brown. I think this is the Larry Brown that is the former running back for the Washington football team, the um, and not the legendary college coach. I say that for two reasons. Number one, I just think that I remember sending Larry Brown, former running back. I remember dropping that in the mail recently. Number two, Potomac, Maryland. I mean, if he played for Washington, he probably lived in Maryland. That's probably where he still lives. So, in any event, let's go back to their page, see if there's any uh, returns that did make it from the address you sent it to. Check and see if there's any new addresses. A lot of these guys and ladies that are getting to the age that they may be downsizing their house or moving to and sometimes a nursing facility, moving in with their kids, and the address changes. Um, and just kind of wait. I usually put these in a box with all the rest of the RTSs and wait 6 months. Go back to the page and see if someone else has included an address or anybody's gotten any new results from different addresses. Um, no sense in reinventing the wheel. Just keep them around and wait until the new addresses pop up. So anyway, that is it for this bonus mail call. It's also it for the tips. And it is also it probably for my filming over the weekend. This is the part of the video where I'm supposed to say subscribe and all that. I'd appreciate it. That's great. If you don't, no big whoop. Anyway, I hope everyone has a good Memorial Day weekend. I'm sorry, Veterans Day weekend. And all right, see you soon. Bye.